Hello everybody, this is Versus Salamander with your guide to Goodsprings in Fallout New Vegas. First off, the first thing you need to see is Sunny Smiles in the Prospector Saloon. It's the second large building on the left. Really the only two notable buildings other than civilian houses. You'll see Easy Pete here in a chair, and it's an optional to talk to the little robot who's running by called Victor. If you're not really interested in talking to him, just go straight to how did you happen to find me, and you'll get the map marker. Doesn't do much except let you know that the cemetery exists, which is where that water tower over there is. Now, to Sunny Smiles I go. It's Easy Pete. He's got dynamite. You'll need that later. Maybe. Cheyenne will bark.
Cheyenne, stay. Yeah.
First option if you want to take the tutorial. If you don't want to take the tutorial, just grab the map markers by asking where Prim is or asking what towns are around here, which she'll give you the map markers for Sloan and Prim. As a general rule, I do the tutorial simply for the ammunition and the free weapon. We'll just kind of stand out here. She'll give you the weapon, a varmint rifle.
See the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there?
It's actually a lot more effective
That's the right idea. Look down there. Try crouching
than you
down
would
and start.
expect.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what.
Basically, she's going to take you to a little well where you have to solo 2 geckos, or, well, go to them and run and let her and Cheyenne kill them. It is completely possible for Cheyenne to die in this, and Sunny Smiles will have a little cry scene, but most of the time that does not happen. If Cheyenne will die, it's usually when the powder gangers start throwing dynamite. If they have any. Basically, to run faster, holster your weapon. Otherwise, just kinda chill out and head this way. I already know where I'm going, but other less seasoned players will simply just need to follow Sunny Smiles slow behind. She's also significantly shorter than pretty much every NPC I've ever seen in this game. You could effectively call her the midget character. The geckos will be over there by that little windmill. She's going to stop about right there at that bush, right around that area, and she's going to talk to me.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there?
This is where high perception helps out. You simply sneak in. I prefer with a varmint rifle to free shot due to the accuracy being much higher than the VATS will allow. Simply line up. 1. 1, 2. Now, if you're playing on hardcore mode, it's a good idea to go get these hides and get a good survival. But the gecko meat is pretty much your primary source of food in the early part of the game. Also, these water wells are an infinite source of water. Once you've killed these geckos, you head back to Sunny Smiles.
See? You're getting...
She'll ask you to come for 2 more
Shouldn't
wells.
take more than a couple minutes. Come with me.
She'll also give you 60 more shots. Now I'm going to equip a weapon real quick. First of all, I have several different packs in here, but I'm not going to use them. This knife I obtained in Doc Mitchell's house. It's sitting on a footlocker. Before you exit the house, grab it. It comes in useful for this part. 9mm pistols work too, but I don't like wasting ammo on insignificant targets. The varmint rifle perhaps being the only exception. Just let her take care of that. Pull out the knife and charge straight down here. There's a good reason for this. There's going to be somebody under attack. A little ledge here to help. Nice and easy. Talk to her when you're done.
Holy moly.
You'll get
I came up here.
Goodsprings reputation, fame, and you'll also get some water, which is very useful for hardcore mode. Come back up to Sunny Smiles.
Now that was some good work. Here's a little... One more thing.
I'm not going to do this part since it doesn't really give me anything but healing powder, and to be honest, healing powder is crap. The only reason to have it is because of its low weight.
I'm heading back now. Hey, should be...
Anyways, after you do this, if you do have the, if you do that little quest, the Brock flower, there's some up on those hills. There's also, the one that the marker shows is by that water tower, and the Xander root, there's some just by the campfire around this little couple rocks. And there's also the Xander root by the schoolhouse, which is where we'll be going in a minute. Simply wandering around at this point. You can grab some buffalo gourd seed and various other kinds of plants all over Goodsprings, really. There's all kinds of resources around here, especially for hardcore players, since you will need to use a lot of stuff early on. The one thing that's good about Goodsprings is its fresh water supply. You don't get any rads for drinking water here. Anyways, you'll head back to the Prospector Saloon, and you'll see a little argument kind of deal going on between the powder ganger Joe Cobb and Trudy, the town mob of Goodsprings. Pretty much, in Goodsprings, you have to take sides. If you're going for an evil character, you'll side with Joe Cobb. Either way, you'll end up doing the same thing. Having to go get some dynamite, having to go get some leather armor, having to go do this or that. It's the same stuff.
You've been causing quite
Getting
a
medical
stir.
supplies.
I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Different ways of doing it. Anyways, ask her
Not
about
much.
the people. Just keep clicking the top one. Take a look at the broken radio if you have a decent repair skill, which I do. You don't really have to do this part unless you want to know. Various new gamers might want to start asking random questions so you learn a bit about the NCR and the Legion before you start actually dealing with them. Anyways, if you want to fix the radio, you need a repair skill of 20. You simply click repair the radio, boom, it's done. If you have a high barter skill, she'll give you more money.
I can take.
I don't have a lot of barter at this point, but
You're welcome.
I'm happy with what I have. You get a little bit of fame, it's not really significant. Sunny Smiles will generally be standing right about here. Now, some various things to note. In Goodsprings, well, actually in Prim, there's one of your first companions called EDE. I bought Duraframe Subject E. There's a sensor module located right here. You'll need 2 of these things. The rest of the stuff, which is some scrap metal and so on, isn't exactly difficult to find. So check the mailboxes. This is where you'll get your, for the most part, your more important stuff, like magazines. These temporarily increase your skills. There's also, to note, a BB gun right here. There's also a couple of little things that I would like to show you. First off, I'm going to keep checking the